Hello again, it's Arterai. Welcome to another video in my beginner crafting on a budget playlist. We're just going to get straight into it today. What we're going to be doing is making notebook covers. Very, very simple. In fact, probably easier than the first video that I uploaded. So we're just going to be making some covers like this. You don't have to have any decoration on if you don't want. Do want to point out one thing though. I made this one and the paper that I used was directional and it actually went on the wrong way, so I can't really sell this one. I can maybe give it away or use it for myself. Can't really sell it because the pattern's all like the wrong way around. But yeah, you can do just about anything, any colour, any pattern. The only thing I suggest, because we will be using A4 size paper, I was going to use this paper pack, but I can't because it's all patterns going down, going lengthwise, and the pattern should really be going widthwise like that. But never mind, I found a polka dot one and I'm going to use this. So all you need is a piece of paper, A4, a notepad, 5x8. I'm going to cover that up, don't worry. And we do need what's called a belly band, which is one of these, just to give it a bit of closure there. But I'm going to be showing you how to do that as well. We do need to cover that as well, so I'll be using, I don't think this is going to be wide enough. No, it's not going to be wide enough. But what I'll do is I'm going to cut the belly band and I'm going to cut the piece of paper to cover that, and I shall be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what we have here for the actual cover is, like I said, an A4 piece of paper. That's for the cover. For the belly band, we need a piece of paper or card that is 11 inches by 1.5. And then for the label cover for the notebook, that is 5 inches by 2. I'll put the measurements in the description anyway. So this is literally one of the easiest projects, but sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to get it right. So what you do is turn the paper over so it's backwards. What we're going to do is measure about, excuse me if I can get my pen, about 3 inches in. Today has been one of those days. The camera keeps cutting out, Alexa keeps going off. I've had to tell her to stop listening to me for now. So, as I was saying, what you might not have heard, we are now going to cover this part with wet glue. Wet glue is okay because you can actually manoeuvre it around a little bit before it dries to make sure that you get it exactly where you want. Get that stuck down. And then what you can do is very carefully fold it over the top, like that. Get it stuck down. Obviously you can use your ruler or credit card. You don't have to use a bone folder, obviously, if you don't have one. So that's how simple it is, just to cover that up so people don't know where you bought it from. If you do get marks on it, you can just tear a sheet out like that. It doesn't really matter. So now, where we made that mark there, that's where we're going to lie a notepad just over it so it covers it up. And you're going to have to make sure it's very straight along the bottom edge. So we're going to put some glue on the back now. Doesn't need to be a huge amount of glue, but you do have to get it straight, and it needs to be more towards the top than the bottom. Right, I think that's about as straight as I can get it. Right, use whatever you need just to flatten that down, get that glue nice and stuck there. Okay, I'm just going to move this forward a bit. That's right. So now what we're going to do is sort of train the paper, as it's called, by just folding it gently, pushing it towards the notebook. And the other side. Now this left hand side, you need to fold over. Pull it tightly. This side, now pull over tightly. Make sure it's even. Now, still holding that tightly, take the belly band, and that's going to have to be pulled fairly tightly as well. Fold that over there, and that over there, and then just sort of wiggle it about until you get it nice and even. You just need to put a little bit of glue on. You don't need a ton of it for this, but it does need to be pulled tightly. And then glue it down, just hold it until it's dried. You can use double-sided sticky tape for this. It should be strong enough to hold it, and you don't have to wait for it to dry, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to wait for this to dry. But the glue I'm using, this Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue, really good stuff, really strong, and it dries fairly quickly. I will leave a link to it in the description in case you're interested. Okay, so once you've done that, you slide off the belly band, because what we're going to do is turn it around so that that line there is at the back. Now, you might struggle to get this on, but if you do, don't give up. It just means it's going to be really tight. Sometimes you need to turn it round and do it from the bottom. I don't know why that works, but it does. Okay, so now you can see it's not quite straight as I would like it when I was folding it, but this is just to show you the process. Like I said, you can probably do a much better job on your own project. So there you are. Now it's up to you what you do with the front. I mean, you can decorate this, you can leave it blank, you can write someone's name on, you can write different sentiments on there, you can put stickers on, you can do anything with it. You could leave it plain, it's entirely up to you. These are good for craft shows. You could sell them on Etsy, on your own website, anything like that. But yeah, that's about it. Very simple. It can be a little bit tricky with the belly band, but I really like the effect that it has, especially if you use something that contrasts but matches at the same time, if that makes sense. So, a bit frustrating with the technical issues that I've had this time, but I do think it's turned out okay. So, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. Thank you so much once again. Thank you so much for watching my video and for staying with me to the end. It really does help. I would really appreciate it if you could like, comment and share this video. You don't have to, of course, but it would help my channel to sort of get a little bit of traction. So that's the end of this, and I really hope that it was useful to you and that it's given you a little bit of inspiration to make some of your own crafting projects. Thank you now, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.